Do you love a good Dave rant? Want to see the latest Ramsey Show videos going viral? Check out your favorite moments from the Ramsey Show on YouTube. Go watch and subscribe to the Ramsey Show channel on YouTube.
On the YouTubes. Ramsey Show ending. Aftershow beginning. Live on the YouTubes and the Twitches. Alright, using the black background for YouTube. Put up Sid, and Sid is going to be before my links. Have to appreciate the timeliness, though, as always, and the presence, as always. And almost always has a good point to add, something good to add to the conversation. Not 100%, but maybe mostly. Maybe a good 90 on that. Could be. Alrighty. Getting the notes up. Let's see, let's move that there. Okay, that looks good there. All right. Okay, well, water today. You know what day it is. Yeah. 7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal, seeing everything, the time is going, ticking on and on, everybody's rushing, gotta get down to the bus stop, gotta catch my bus, I see my friend, Sid is in the front seat, Sid is in the back seat, gotta make my mind up for what's it can I take, it's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, it's Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, partying, yeah, budgeting, yeah, fun, looking forward to the weekend. Alrighty. And this is for the drum taps. That way you know when to come in. Turn it up so I can hear it myself. Like all plans, it starts with step 1. $1,000 emergency fund. Step 2, all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of those charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. You stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I go, and why I host this after show. If you don't like the way it's working out, then you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Now step 4 is when you can take a breath and go, let's gazelle and invest. Step 5 is a safe for your kids. No student loans at all for college. And 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. So now you get to live large and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, and why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like the way it's working out, then you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. And if you play trumpet, take it home. Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial, and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, and you can schedule a free consultation assessment at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. Link at the top of the chat and in the video description below. You can email me about anything, yes, anything, including if you'd like to sing the Baby Steps song. Would love to hear somebody else sing it, and you can and play it on the show. And you can send that pre-recorded, or we can do it live. We'll do it live. And we have the technology to do that, and that's CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. But you can email about anything regarding financial stuff, Ramsey, Oak Island, anything else on my YouTube channel. You can also get me on the Instagram. I actually put something on there a few days ago. And that is, add me on the gram. That is Coach Steve Money, no spaces. If you'd like to donate to the channel so that I can make it better, that's paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. All right. And fix that and put that back over there, out the way. Alrighty. Oh, checking the chat. Oh, nobody chatting. Alright, so we'll just continue. And today was an interesting show today. They had the Las Vegas event last night. But they still had some live show today. There's a replay for the first hour of Dave and Ken were on the replay for the first hour, but the second 2 hours were, some guys we know. Yeah. He used to host YouTube back in the day. KC calls him George, Camel with the K. Now George hosts 3 podcasts. They don't cost a cent. Borrowed Future, Entree Leadership, and the Fine Print. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was Camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo wears ASOS and Deloney wears flannel. No one does it better than our giant George Camel. Pay this house off! Good morning, Julia! Baby step 7, y'all, for George. He was talking about that Tesla today. I think he said it was a, did he say 2013 Tesla? Oh man. All right. And his co-host today was friend of the Aftershow, host of the show that bears his name, The John Deloney Show. That's right, got another dog, y'all. Ooh, we call him Dr. T, as you can see. But his parents named him John Deloney. Ooh, he's got 2 PhDs, 2 more than me. Plus, he's got some other certs. John Deloney, never gonna stop, gives advice. Such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the clout of the healing kind. John, 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 woo! John Deloney. Ooh, he takes a call and then twirls his pen, and he saves the day again. John Deloney. Ooh, this dude has got some range. Season of change is what you're going through, says John Deloney. Never gonna stop, gives advice. Such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the clout of the healing kind. John, 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 woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. He was doing this today. Whoops, been a brilliant mind. Anxiety redefined and put in a quick read by John Deloney. Wealth and illness has to face. They didn't place, but they probably still had fun with John Deloney. Never gonna stop, gives advice. Such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the clout of the healing kind. John, 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 woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. Alrighty. And this is the part where we go market report. And one more time because I talked over it. That's right. Alrighty, so not quite as bad as it was yesterday. But NASDAQ records first 5-week losing streak. In how long? Boom, boom, boom. Since 2012. And that was 10 years ago. If I'm doing my math correctly. Small cap continuing to take a butt whopping. So let's see what that's done. Over 5 years it's made money, certainly. Up 33%. Over 1 year, though, down 19%. Last 6 months, down 24%. Yeah. So that's small cap. Having a rough time of it. Dow Jones down 0.3%. Not crazy. I mean, this is more like a normal day, normal losing day, not with the high losing numbers that we've been seeing as of late. But I mean, like, just for example, with the NASDAQ, if you bought today, so that means you get today's closing price between yesterday's close loss and today's closing loss, together equals about 6%. So if you bought today, which I did, because it was not trying to time the market or anything. This is my payday. It's my normal buy day. But just in the past 2 days, so That's 6% down. So once it gets back up to just what it was Wednesday, that's a 6% gain. So can't beat that. And it will come back, as we all know. Always within a 5-year period, it will at least be even, if not back to previous levels and to a higher high. Julia, you're saying you're repeating my my line from the George Camel song, right? Where I say he got another dog, right? You didn't get another one, did you? Am I right on that? Let's see. That's a Forrest Gump wave. That's something like that. Something like that. Yeah. All right. So, what else we got? Some, maybe some good news will come up from Occidental and the Mouse reporting next week. Week after that, Walmart and the Home Depot, Cisco and Applied Materials coming as well. Apple, the only most followed single stock in this list, the most followed single stocks on the Google, and Apple is the only one that was paused. The most down was the artist formerly known as Facebook, Meta Platforms. That's right, but in Sid's defense, though, Julia, you can probably read the lyrics on your. That's just something I say. So you may just pay more attention to me than Sid. Sid often has to listen with the sound off as well. So she's missing all this gold that's coming out of my mouth here. But I do appreciate her anyway. For at least she's got it on, which some people don't. AJ, Troy, Kelly, like busy with kids or something. You got to prioritize, man. And let's see what else went on around the world. Everything down. Europe, everything down. Nope, almost everything down in Asia. Currencies, euro up on the dollar, dollar up on the Japanese yen, dollar up on the British pound, love. Get some fish and chips. The US dollar up on the Canadian dollar, sorry, and the US dollar up against the Australian dollar. No shrimp on the bobby for them. And again, when the market's down, the dollar generally does better. Seems like that way anyway. Crypto, we got almost everything down. And that, it somewhat seems to follow the market somewhat. Like, if the market has a down day, generally most of your cryptos are going to be down as well. All right, let's see what kind of news we got to close out the week. After we did this already, Wednesday, Fed Reserve raised interest rates by 0.5% and warned again of much too high inflation, which rattled markets. They had to, so immediately after they raised the interest rates by 0.5% on Wednesday, the market shot way up. And it's only after they thought about it overnight, they must have not slept and must have been thinking about it too much overnight. And then they decided it was a bad idea instead. And so that's when the market tanked by almost 5% or something like that. Something similar, the tech heavy index peaked on November 19th at 16,000 and change and has lost nearly a quarter of its value since then. That's 25% to you and me. So that's not good. But it will come back. This from NPR. Beware, new student loan borrowers. Interest rates are about to jump, yo. So don't take them out. With so much talk these days of when or whether President Biden will broadly, not proudly, may probably proudly too though, will broadly, if he can do that, will broadly cancel student debt, and with payments and interest on that debt paused for more than 2 years, it's easy to forget that the federal student loan system remains unchanged. And one part of that system is about to deliver a shock to many borrowers. Interest rates are going up, likely by quite a bit. You know, a lot of the kids that'll be signing them, though, they won't care about that. At that point, they won't. I mean, they don't read it. They didn't read it before when it was lower, so they're not going to read it now or be concerned with it now when it's higher. So they'll still take the bad advice of many adults telling them to take those out. This is from IGN as we stop the vid. Netflix shareholders are suing the company over subscriber losses. Okay, and that's going to be like Coke shareholders suing Coke because they didn't get as many Coke orders for last month as they did the previous month. So I don't understand. I don't understand what they could have possibly done. Like that would be like, what word am I thinking of? Not conflict of interest, but be like something they knowingly did that would be bad for the company. But here we go. By its shareholders who claim that Netflix misled them about the extent of its recent subscriber losses. Lawsuit filed on Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022. Alleges that Netflix violated U.S. security laws. Okay, well that's something different. By making materially false and or misleading statements to its shareholders. Also claimed that Netflix failed to disclose material adverse effects about the company's business operations and prospects. Boom, 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 boom. What else did it? What did it actually say? Is it gonna say what they said? Because it matters like what actually they put in print or said. Yeah, see, it's not saying what the untrue statements of material facts are. It's not saying that. So, wait a minute. Here we go. Maybe there's more. In the wake of Netflix's wrongful acts and omissions of what we're not seeing in here anyway. Yeah, so they don't say what it was. But, yeah.
Sued by its own investors.
Whoops! All right, speaking of investors being mad about stuff, this is from CNBC Crypto World. Crypto World, party time, excellent. NVIDIA didn't tell investors enough about the effects of crypto mining on its business. The SEC says, not the Southeastern Conference, Securities Exchange Commission. NVIDIA will pay $5.5 million as part of a settlement with the SEC that it did not properly inform investors about how cryptocurrency miners were stoking demand for its graphics cards. Graphics cards, like those NVIDIA makes, are well suited to mine Ethereum. Okay, so they'll pay that $5.5 million. They failed to disclose how cryptocurrency mining drove growth in the second and third fiscal quarters, which took place of 2018, which took place in 2017. The settlement represents an end to a saga in which NVIDIA, best known for making graphics cards for gaming, found itself with a surprise revenue boost from cryptocurrency miners, which later declined to become immaterial. NVIDIA's gaming category, which is how the company reports the sales, rose 52% on an annual basis and by 25% in the following quarter. But NVIDIA failed to disclose cryptocurrency's effect on that growth. So, okay, so it's basically the crypto miners accounted for a bunch of the sales, and that sales, may have been a distraction for NVIDIA as demand grew for its graphic cards for the intended use, gaming, and artificial intelligence, right? So, like it's not the crypto buyers at that level are not sustainable, I guess. So, let's see. Our GPUs are capable, graphics processing units are capable of cryptocurrency mining, though we have limited visibility into how much this impacts our overall GPU demand. NVIDIA CFO Colette Kress said in earnings commentary in February. So they're trying to say they didn't know it was that many or something like that. So it's a settlement though, so it's over. All right, let's see. This from cnsnews.com. Labor force and participation and number of employed people fall. Unemployment rate holds at 3.6. So if the number of employed people fall and the unemployment rate holds, that means that they willfully stopped working. Let's see. Jobs created by president. Average per month. There you go. Nice little graph for AJ and Troy right there. And of course, you gotta put that out there for Biden. Obviously, any good news, you got to do that. He's at like 33% job approval rate or something like that. Let's see. But see, non-farm payrolls added 428,000 jobs in April. In line with the consistent estimate, around 400,000. The number of employed people fell by an amount of 353,000 though. So basically pretty much a wash there. So you got people just moving from jobs and certain people deciding not to work again. They could be retirees or just people like, work schmirk. So let's see, the not in the labor force group has continued to grow over time, boosted by the growing number of baby boom retirees. But the number continues to drift downward from the all-time pandy high of 103.5 million people in April 2020, when millions of Americans dropped out of the labor force. All right. Demand for worker outstrips supply, right? I mean, you got way more jobs, as we talked about yesterday on the after show with a different article. You got way more jobs than workers in the United States. Alrighty. Getting a little Vegas throat. Okay, so this from dnyuz.com. Goodwill sold a bust for $34.99. It's an ancient Roman relic. Boop, boop, boo, doo. Not for the person that bought it. Let's see. Laura Young was browsing through a Goodwill store in Austin, Texas in 2018 when she found a bust for sale. It was resting on the floor under a table and had a yellow price tag slapped on his cheek. $34.99. She bought it. It was an actual Roman bust from the late 1st century before Christ or early 1st century AD, which is something Dominus, I think. I can't remember what that is. Now they would call that CE, current era. Which had been part of a Bavarian king's art collection from the 19th century until it was looted during the WW2. How it got to Texas remains a mystery. Most likely taken by an American soldier after the Bavarian king's villa in Germany was bombed by Allied forces. Let's see how much. Next year will be returned to Bavarian government. Oh, under agreement with Ms. Young that ended her own complex relationship with the ancient artifact, which she kept on a credenza in her living room for the last 3.5 years. Credenza sounds fancy. She had named it Dennis Reynolds after a character from Always Sunny. It does kind of look like it. Kind of look like him. It's funny. Let's see. How much? What are we saying it's worth is what we want to know now. Boop, boop. Looking for an amount. In exchange, she will receive only a small finder's fee, which they declined to disclose. It's not estimated at something. It's not estimated at something. Okay. So probably more than $35, probably. Alrighty. Reddit.com/r/Dave Ramsey. Not run by Ramsey Solutions. If you'd like a Ramsey Solutions run platform, that would be the Ramsey Baby Steps community on the Facebook. Alrighty, we start by new, and let's see, we got Dumb Dogma, Baby Step 2 Flare, Just Ditch, 25K in debt, excellent. 2019 Nissan Frontier that I bought new in May 2020, used to haul stuff in the bed or to pull a trailer maybe a dozen times total. So that's 2 years. In 2 years, he's used it a dozen times total. And half of those time, I could have easily used a small SUV or rented a pickup for $29 from local big box home improvement store, including Menards does that as well. The payment was $500 a month, and that kind of car payment, that can really limit you as far as paying off debt and applying money to any other baby steps. So that's it, which is why you pay off the debt or you sell the 2019 truck. If you need another vehicle, you would get another one. Had rolled negative equity in on a trade-in, of course. Did everything wrong when it came to my vehicle. All for 1.8 mile commute to work. All right, well, at least Dumb Dogma is admitting it. Probably a man. Although females like trucks too, some of them. Occasionally bicycle it if the weather is just right. I was paying $500 a month to sit in a nice ride for a total of 8 minutes a day. I can hear Dave channeling Dr. Phil saying, "What were you thinking?" It's not what were you thinking. What is it? How's that working out for you? Yesterday I sold my truck for $26.5K. which paid off the entire balance and left him with a check for $1,020. I put a couple thousand with that from unexpected windfall, and had a friend give me a ride across town to buy a 1998 Honda CR-V from a seller on Craigslist. It's 4-wheel drive, okay. On the outside, it's a 30-foot car. Okay, looks good from 30 foot away. Okay, whatever. Budget $100 a month for repairs and maintenance, plus $300 for the minor issues the car has now, which I used as negotiation points with the seller, of course. In fact, most of the things about these old Hondas are cheap to fix, and as it happens, when I was in spending mode and running up debt, one of the things I spent too much money on was a big tool chest full of tools. Exactly. I was very much a wrench on my own ride guy in my youth, so I should be able to keep this thing on the road for years with minimal investment. In any case, doubt I'll average more than $500 a month on repairs, which is what I was paying for that Frontier. Yep. Now to throw that $500 a month minus the $100-month car maintenance budget, since I'm not under warranty anymore, I had some credit card debt. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Getting it done, and that's what you do to make a drastic change in your financial life and your regular life. That's what you have to do. You have to do drastic stuff. That's why, and of course, like they say, it's just for a season. As far as like you getting a second job, it's like you for a season, don't watch TV. Spend that time trying to make some money on something, either like something you do at home, or, as I said, a part-time job. And that can really change the... Interesting. This from Queso Hustler. That can really change your situation fast. You're not gonna, unless you do something drastic, it's likely not gonna change drastically, and it'll take a long time if you just work 40 hours a week. This amazing spreadsheet that uses debt snowball or avalanche method if you prefer. Debt snowball is, of course, Dave Ramsey's advice, which is smallest to largest, so that you get the small wins quickly, so that you are more likely to keep doing it. Avalanche method, you pay the highest interest first, or the highest balance first, and that takes a long time to happen for your highest debt. So meanwhile, you got like $1,000 credit card debt. Just keep it on and keep it on and keep it on while you save up $20,000 to pay out something. That's why that doesn't work. Most people give up. The site also has some simpler but very cool visual tools. For this, if that's what motivates you, it is Vertex, VERTEX42.com. Sid, you might be interested in that, although you probably make your own are probably better than those, perhaps. I would wager this from a frequent poster, Ptarmigan Ridge Trail. I have trouble with that every time I read it. Baby Step 3 Flare, that is all consumer debt paid, mortgage debt not paid off if it exists. But yeah, that's all consumer debt paid off and working on the full emergency fund. I guess this started during Baby Step 2 when I took accountability and started paying attention. Now I'm using $1. We took our emergency fund down to $1,000 like it's supposed to be. And already it's up to $54,000 now that they're on Baby Step 3 again. Exceeding projections, and that happens a lot. It's because you get into it and you realize it's working and you continue to do more of the stuff that you're already doing. And so that's why most people get out of debt faster and hit other milestones before they project. But we'll be at the 3-month EF mark within 3 months. All right. Just opened up a new high yield savings account at SoFi to hold our EF. Hopefully that, let's see, with direct deposit, money and checking savings, we'll be earning 1.25%. That's pretty good. You got to have your emergency fund. You got to have that immediate access to it. Either check writing or debit card access to 100% of that money. And then probably a deal like that, making the 1.25, it's probably a certain amount of money you have to put in there, and it has to be in there for X amount of time, or you don't get any of that interest. Let's see, all of our side gig money will be deposited there, and half of my salary. I'm feeling the start of a feeling of security with money. Just wow, yeah, it's cool. It's cool, but make sure you don't chase the percentage, chasing that percentage there, and then you can't get to your emergency fund money. So just make sure you can do that. is the Dave advice for it. Is there anyone from the UK in here? You mean besides me? From Big Stepper 99 on Baby Step 1. Hello, I'm a big fan of Dave's anti-debt message, but I know things like student loans work a little differently over here. What, if anything, are you adjusting about the baby steps to your UK situation? Okay, this would be neat to read. There is, I think Sid found a UK advice list or something like that. I don't think it was. I don't know. Can't remember if it was the baby steps or whatever. So let's see. Doing the baby steps, it just replaced the dollars with a pound sign, right? But I'm ignoring the student loans. It doesn't make financial sense for me to pay them off. I just treat them as a graduate tax. Okay. Yeah, they have a thing over there where, like, if you pay it for 10 years and then it goes away. I don't listen to Dave Ramsey, but I like the clear instructions on what to do with finances. I worry about money a lot, so just being aware of where I am and what my next goals are really makes me feel better. Better everything at the moment. Cupcake likes the stock. Okay. Conscious pennies. And I don't know if all these posters here are from the UK or not, but these are just the baby steps. Oh, the conscious pennies. Was that where you found that, Sid? Consciouspennies.com. Why don't we take a look? Come on. Conscious pennies. There we go. And they say use the debt avalanche, which Dave doesn't care where you live. He still would say get those small wins, get those small ones out of there. So, and stay debt free. That's a big one. And in the UK, it's excluding your mortgage and the student loans, since it's a 10-year window on that when you wouldn't be paying them anymore. Dave has recommended for you just to pay him off anyway. Let's see. All this is just save for your house deposit, and wedding if you want one in step 5. I guess kid college. I guess they don't worry about that because they just say get a loan. And 7. Let's see. Investing 20%, so that's more. That's not 15. And sub 7 is overpay your mortgage and pay off your home as quickly as you can. Plus maybe student loans. So, all right. And 8 is build wealth. So basically it's it, but it's just they slid in the bit about don't worry about your student loans because they'll be forgiven in 10 years anyway, that kind of thing. All right. Save £800 in your emergency fund. Because £800 is $1,000. Those crazy Americans. 5, erase this step. Don't need to pay for college. All right. It's really a minor change for number 1 and eliminating 5 altogether. Yeah, it's mostly the thing. I like it. Thanks. Not in the UK, but in Australian. There are a couple of UK people that post on this sub. Let's see, it's very similar there in the Australia. I'm not 100% sure on mortgages, but I think I'll save £1,000. And if you go, don't forget, if you go to Hogwarts, it's, what is it? It is Swish and Flick. Change spending habits. That's going to be the same anywhere. Yeah, they have the difference with the an ISA is their Roth, the tax-free wrapper for investments. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Can't change the past, just the future. That sounds like a book that John Deloney might have written. Own your past, change your future. Alright. Oh, let's see. We got some rudeness and trolling coming up here. Let's see. What do we got here? Typical Ramsey answer. Gets asked something of which they know absolutely nothing about and gives a concrete answer, which also happens to be wrong. What's it about? Once you're out of debt, they have nothing of substance to offer. False. We don't have to pay for everything in cash to enjoy it. Leasing a horse is no different than renting anything else. Right. And you're not supposed to rent to own anything. Yep. Let's see. Rerun. I wish they'd pull some calls from older shows when they were doing reruns so it doesn't seem so familiar. They can pick evergreen questions so the material is still relevant and make it a clip show. They ain't got no time for that. Alright, and they don't think the ethics thing, I don't know what they're talking about with that particular one. I don't know if that was today's show. That was yesterday's show, which was a replay. Alright, let's see. We did Tinderella yesterday. Alright, that sounds bad. So that's what she said. Yeah. So, that, what time is it? 6:49. Oh, that will about do it, I guess. So it looks pretty cool with the black background, sort of. You get used to the white, but the black is supposed to be better for your eyes. So that's not just a white screen, like all this white flashing out at you, I think. Upcoming streams, definitely tomorrow night. I'll be Old Man Video Gaming and maybe even finishing up the first Last of Us game tomorrow night. I'll probably have to do 1 or 2 more streams of it first before then to make that happen. Trying to think how far I'm away from the end. No, maybe just 1 stream. Actually, might be able to do just maybe a 3-hour stream, depending on if I get stuck somewhere. Maybe like a 3-hour stream Saturday night and could finish it without doing it before. So we'll see. We'll see. If I end up finishing before, I'll play something else Saturday night. But Wednesdays and Saturday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Old Man Video Gaming. These are the scheduled ones. I do other ones, bonus ones, basically whenever I want to play any type of video game, I just stream it almost all the time. So that's the dealio on that. Excuse me. Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this show, the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. And that comes on right after the Ramsey Show is over. And again, that's 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And that happens whether the Ramsey Show is new or a replay or 1/3 replay and 2/3 new show like it was today, which was interesting. Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, tech support with Coach Steve Money. I do the same thing on the Reddit, the tech support subreddit that I did on the Dave Ramsey subreddit just now. And I answer questions based on my 25 plus years of being a PC tech. 25 plus years. Wednesdays, no set time. The Christopher Pittman recap. That's not going to be effective until November probably when the show starts up again. But they do have 2 more. I just put up one of the companion show recap yesterday. And they do have 2 more coming. This coming Tuesday and the following one, the 10th and the 17th. They do have 2 more companion shows, at least 2 more. Who knows? They may do many more just to keep the ball rolling, keep the money train coming in over at the History Channel. Because Curse of Oak Island is still the highest rated, highest viewership for a cable non-scripted show. And that's it. And Bella and I will play games when she has time again. And I do have a separate father-daughter video gaming playlist. And so you can find, we played 3 or 4 games. I think 3 games previously on that. So you can find those, including last year's Game of the Year, It Takes Two, on there. Co-op games. All right, but yeah, I'll be doing some bonus old man video gaming this weekend. I don't have anything planned except Doctor Strange tomorrow. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. How about that? All right, so to do my plugs again, you can find them at the top of the chat and the video description below, and on the right side of my YouTube banner. And you click on schedule free consultation. That takes you to calendly.com/CoachSteveMoney. And you pick the date. Let's do May the 25th, which is the 45th anniversary of the first Star Wars movie released. And you can pick whatever time you want, and then Calendly will let me know when you would like that appointment, and I will email you back and confirm it, and let you know what information I need from you in order to accurately assess you. So if I have that information ahead of time, it's all prepared and ready to go. The globe right there is the Instagram link, and that is Coach Steve Money. Instagram.com/CoachSteveMoney, or you just add me with @CoachSteveMoney, or you just be @ing me. You can email me about anything, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Again, especially if you'd like to sing the Baby Steps song, looking for other people to sing that song. Would love to hear somebody else sing it. I've sung it for like coming up on 7 months now, I think. And so somebody else needs to sing that. So you can either pre-record it, or you can do it live. We can work that out. Alrighty. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Shout out to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day. Keep it real, y'all. And also, make smart financial decisions every day.